go fast and skeleton bone. You know what like me get cold.
From the West Coast, we're coming to you live from the NFL's newest and the world's most expensive stadium. State-of-the-art SoFi here in Inglewood, California. Up next, let's keep it in the NFC for this game between the New Orleans Saints and the Los Angeles Rams. Well, it's official. We reached the halfway point of the regular season. Still a lot of work left to do, though, as we're away in Week 9. He's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stops.
At their own 34-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Taylor again. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They'll get 16 yards on that play. And the Rams have the first down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
So a timeout comes in with the play clock down to just 3 seconds. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Monday. 60. Real right. 59.
Shotgun snap to Stafford. Nakua here, he's got it. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
180.
Nakua's got it again. And he stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal.
280. Zebra.
Working inside the red zone. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Those windows over the middle, the congestion, just the mass of people. If you're not on time and on target, you're not going to find a completion, especially on that down and distance.
180.
Stafford throwing again. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Just like they drew it up in practice this week, partner, and the exact start they wanted to have in this game.
That's 100%. That's why you script and you go over these plays ahead of time. Kate, you know this. All those amazing essays you wrote at Cal, that start to that paper was so important. It set the tone for the rest of it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Rams Rams will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Evans set to kick this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4. Goes to the hurry up here. Operated from the gun. Here's Murray. Connection made. Travis Etienne. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field. That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Omaha.
On 2nd and 10, it's Murray. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
And the Saints, first down.
Murray here on 1st down. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the Rams 1-yard line.
Throwing again, Murray escapes the pocket. And they take this in for the score. The Saints finish off their opening drive. It's a Kyler Murray touchdown. Smith tacks on to point after. And the Saints start off well to tie things 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Return coming from the 6. And this will give them some decent field position here, partner, and this gets out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10.
Set. Red 80.
Play action now for Stafford. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10, still from the 30.
Set.
Taylor now up the middle. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
First and 10 from the 43.
50, 50. Alert! Number 20. 32. White 7.
Rolling from the pistol, Stafford. Forced out to his right. That's grabbed inside the 30. He goes the distance. Touchdown, LA! The Rams break the tie here in the first. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got single high or two high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
That one right down the middle. And the Rams take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Here's Evans set to kick this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10, Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. Here's Etienne to begin the drive. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. On second down, it's Etienne. All right, short of the marker for the moment, but they've got third and short coming up from their own 44. Working quickly here. Third and 1. Here's Murray. Short pass brought in. And he's out of bounds on the final play of our opening quarter. And that is the end of our first quarter. It's a 14-7 game. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. We're back for the second quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They're looking at first down here. Off the play action, here's Murray. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's second. They're down to their final one in this half.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Into the hands of his running back, Etienne. And he's tackled for no gain. Offense up to the line fast.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal at the 9-yard line.
Again, it's Murray to throw. And the defender comes away with it. Darnell Savage with the pick. And the Rams will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line.
Yeah, I totally get it. You pass it here because that's what's comfortable. Largely, it's what you did to get down inside the red zone. But so often, what works in theory doesn't work in practice, and it can lead to some pretty nasty results.
Rams ready for this one. Here's first and 10.
Set. 10, 10. Ready? Omaha, ready, move.
Back to throw. Here's Stafford. And he's going to go down. Great work by the Saints. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A big loss on the play. Brings up second down.
53. Ready? Hey, give me radar. Stay 50, stay 50.
Now Stafford to throw. Caught on the comeback route. And he's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid third down.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
Throwing is Stafford on third. Got a man, that's Nakua. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. They get 27 on the play. And the Rams have the first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
50-50. Watch the shift. 50-50.
Stafford now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and that'll bring up second down. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. When you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up third and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it third and 4.
Hey! 250. Hey, 54.
Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. That finds Adams downfield. He makes it in for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams parlay the interception into points. Devontae Adams, the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period.
Yeah.
End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Levis with a point after. And the Rams double their lead to 14.
21. Saints 7.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Bronx. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. First and 10 coming up. On the ground to begin this drive with Etienne. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive. Offense in a hurry up here.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 40.
From the gun, it's Murray. An all-around tough play for him. Took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Here he is on third and short. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Looking quickly here.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Saints.
Here's Murray, first and 10. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's keeping it. Oh, Murray lost it. Oh, but the fumble goes out of bounds. Ooh, close call there.
I think that's one of those cases, Kate, where this defense wished that ball was round. You know, it's not, and it bounces in funny ways, and unfortunately for the defense there, it bounces the wrong way right out of bounds.
Here's Kyler to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to be sent up, Brock, with first and goal on the other side of the 2-minute warning.
Biggest.
ETN will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Back-to-back runs, stop short, and now it leaves him with a big 3rd and goal.
Swim.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's got it. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints make it a 1-score game before halftime. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. For the extra point, here's Smith. Oh, look at this. They're faking it. They try to trick play, but it's blown up. That's going to be a sack. Great work by the defense. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. He'll take this at the 10. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Set. Blue 60.
Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Stafford from the gun. Catch made right side by Nakua. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Here's Evans set to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10. Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Offense to the line fast. Murray looking to throw. Connects on the crosser. Oh, and this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. And goes to the hurry up here.
First down, New Orleans.
Murray here on 1st down. They'll look underneath here for Etienne. And they get this down to the 28. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Murray. Pass is caught at the 9. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints cut into the lead coming out of halftime. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And in a tight game, they turn to the run, and it rewards them with 2. We're all tied up. But we all knew extra point was doing nobody any good there. Got to go for 2 in the tie. They do. They get it. And just like that, we're all squared up here in the second half.
Squared up, brand new ball game, even Steven. Who is Steven? Do you know who Steven is?
Good question. No, go ahead. Go ahead, though. Has a hole left, room to run. And he takes this one in. He goes the distance on the kick return. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
Saints 21.
What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball for the 35 to begin this drive. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Out of the gun, a give to Etienne. And he has enough room to gain about 4. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Murray.
40-yard line.
Buys time, rolling right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
And send a receiver left. Murray to throw here on 3rd. Has him on the quick hitter. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Stafford now on 1st down. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Stafford now on 2nd and 10. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And the Saints are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. 2nd down, they go pass here, and it's intercepted to kill the drive.
And that is one way defensively to get your teammates off the field. That was all about anticipation. Great move there by the defender to take it away and put his offense on the field.
On the move, headed right. Finds a man, right side. And what a big play that was on 1st down, but we also have a flag. This might be coming back. So not just the yardage, Brock, but the illegal forward pass also cost them the down. It's 2nd and long. Murray setting up to throw. Escapes out to the left. He tucks it and takes off. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Saints.
Run on 1st down. Here's Murray. He fires one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. That one goes for 31 yards. And that's good for a Saints 1st down.
1st
Motion man is the tight end. He's going left. 1st and 10, Murray. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's second down.
Murray. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Chased out to his right. That's completed right side. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line. Working quickly here. From the red zone now. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one. They're going play action. It's Murray. Flushing. Oh, Murray lost it. It's scooped up by the Rams. He's at midfield. Quick thinking and a great effort. Brock adds a bunch on that fumble return.
Gosh, we have seen these quarterbacks make some incredible plays from here to reach the end zone. That was certainly not one of them. Careless with the football, left an opening for those defenders to knock it free, and escape without surrendering any points.
Throwing now on 1st down. Stafford. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
He finds the rookie from Ohio State. And there's not going to be a score, but great effort. He's out of bounds inside the 10. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Lady! Alert! Switch! 11! Hey, 5-0! 32!
Working inside the red zone. Escapes the pocket. Intercepted in the end zone. And the Saints take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, the lateral goes haywire, fumble! And it looks like that'll be Rams football!
Hey, Kate, these last few minutes make me want to look away. A really rough series of events here for an old retired quarterback to watch.
Wish you could see him up here. All these turnovers not doing it for you, partner?
Well, the interception, I mean, start there. But immediately then fumbling the ball right back over.
And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Los Angeles! The Rams lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. 1st and 10. Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. From the gun, it's Murray. Forced out to his right. He takes it himself. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st. Here's Kyler to throw. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. This is the end of the third quarter. It's the Saints' ball. They're down on the scoreboard, but things not out of hand yet. We've set it down from 37. Running back sent in motion. Here's Murray, 1st and 10. Taking a chance to the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks, doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball.
He rolls to his right. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, it looked like things fell apart a little bit as he left the pocket, just not on the same page with his targets as they adjusted their routes. And that's really what led to the incompletion.
They'll motion Brown right. Murray on 3rd down. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up 4th and long. You're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Desperation time here on 4th. Buys time, rolling right. That's cut beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. Offense up to the line fast. Play action now, Murray. And look at the footwork there, touchdown! The Saints now within 1 score in the 4th. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route, just like the receiver would.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line.
Saints 27.
A lot's got to go right to tie this up now. Need a touchdown and a 2-point try, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. First, got to recover this kick. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Well, the good news is still a decent bit of time left. Maybe a little quick on the draw to dial up that onside kick.
Yeah, you know what happens, Kate, in these moments, right? We've been doing this for a while, and you see my brain just going to overdrive, trying to peel back the layers as to why you would make that decision. And ultimately, I think it's because you don't trust your defense against this offense. That's a big risk to take. And now, unfortunately, you've set this offense up for success.
It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Hey, 22! Back!
Here's a design run. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
He didn't get anything on that run, so struggles on the ground, leaving them with 3rd and long.
No gain on the play. Leads to 3rd and 11.
Looking to throw. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his second touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game?
Yep.
Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Murray looking to throw. Completed to his running back. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
1st down, Saints.
Murray here on 1st down. Finds him over the middle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 48-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. He puts some juice on a deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints can make it a 1-score game as they trim the lead. An extra point try coming. This would importantly make it a 1-score game. The kick is good, and they've moved back within a possession in the 4th. A lot's got to go right to tie this up now. Need a touchdown and a 2-point try, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. First, got to recover this kick.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. Fights his way through a tackle. And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Set.
They go again with Taylor. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Big 20. Ready.
It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Rams leading by 8. Third down here, need 8 on the play.
Hey, 70. Set. Hey, 180. Hey, red.
Back to throw it. Just keeps connecting to Nakua. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
Good for our Rams. 1st down.
Set.
1st and 10 at
50.
the 28-yard
22.
line.
Zero.
They're going to pass it here. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
2nd down carry for Taylor. Good running there to get around 6, but now they've got 3rd down. The Saints calling for a timeout. Their first.
It's a
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
Set.
Shotgun, hand off to Taylor. This is not going to get it done on 3rd down. They catch him behind the line. This goes for a loss. We have a timeout here. 2nd one taken by New Orleans. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4.
Blue 60. 32. Zero. Flippity hot.
Here he is to throw. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
Incomplete.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Setting up to pass. Buying some time right. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Trent McDuffie in to pick it off. And the Rams make the play that should win them this game.
Intercepted. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Hey, what's the bet? What's the bet? Hurry! 22! 21!
Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. 2nd and 10, still at the 28.
Set! 280! Hey, Red! Stay 50, stay 50.
Back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. It's inside the 10. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
280!
He'll look to throw it. And he got there in time. He's taken down. The Saints call their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
Well, now this is certainly going to make 2nd and goal considerably more difficult. He could have gotten rid of it to avoid the big loss. But give some credit here to the defense as well. That pressure was suffocating, and it's going to make it a more difficult now 2nd and goal situation.
Back now, pressure coming. And that is the catch that should end this game and seal this win. Touchdown! So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Point after by Levis is good. And the Rams lead by 15 now.
49. Saints 34.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Brown with a return here. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, one more snap to play here. Here he goes, one final shot. Fits it through the middle. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. So make a check in that win column for the Rams. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win.
Yeah. Jordan. Now I must pro